Where this morning we are looking in more detail at one of those top stories, and that is the tie-up between Dubai Holding Real Estate, full disclosure, Dubai Holding, the ultimate parent company of this radio station, and Commercial Bank of Dubai. It's a new home financing program. One of the things that it's going to do is give buyers access to finance a little bit earlier on off-plan properties from some Dubai holding developers. Very pleased to have in the studio a familiar face, Diraj Kunwar, General Manager of Retail and Business Banking at Commercial Bank of Dubai, CBD. Diraj, it's lovely to see you. Good morning.
Good morning, Brandy. Thanks for having me.
Congratulations on the new business card as well. Tell me, what has the real estate arm of Dubai Holding and CBD created here?
Look, Dubai Holding being one of the prime master developers, so it's only natural to a homegrown bank like CBD to go and offer the variety of choices to our customer. So it starts from there. As far as the proposition is concerned, one, that it gives a single window of approval and dispersal, so makes life easier for the customer. Second, it gives a lot of choices because the land parcel and development coming from Dubai Holding is too many to choose from. And third is, we're not just looking, Brandy, this as a mortgage financing. We're also looking at as a proposition to our private and elite customers to give them the choices and support them throughout their home decision journey.
Well, as you say, there's a big land bank that's covered by this, Nakheel, Morass and Dubai properties as well. Why do it? I tend to think of banks as being a little bit more developer agnostic. Is this something that you think we will see more of?
Yes, when you get into a mortgage business, the ready property financing is very easy, right? The off-plan and under construction financing is a little nuanced because you have to look at the project, location, the payment plan. I mean, Dubai Holding is a clear case because of the brand. But generally speaking, this is one leg of mortgage where it becomes service intensive. So the market was buoyant and people had many options. Now the banks and the developers are co-curating the offers in terms of the payment plans, in terms of supporting early in their home decision journey. And that's what this partnership will bring about. It will give access, it will give early decision to the customers.
Yeah, and that is the reason that we have you in here, because if we look at what you're offering for off-plan, it is the chance to get finance maybe a little bit earlier than people would have thought. What are you actually doing?
Yes, so the bit of design of mortgage, both in terms of RERA and central bank, is regulated. But what the ambit provides, that for example, if the construction is say 30% and the payment is done 50%, it's quite legit to offer finance. But what it does to the customer, it locks their financing, so the customer feels far more confident to get into the decision. Also, for professional investor, it is also early to tie in the cash flow. In turn, it also get much more visibility to the developer itself, that they can see that the home buyers are coming with the mortgage tied up.
Yeah, I was going to say, how early can I do this? If I was buying something off-plan from one of these three developers, before I've even put down my initial deposit, can I come to you and know that once we hit those milestones, 30% built, 50% paid by me, that I've got a mortgage locked in, it's going to happen?
Yes, so that's what the partnership is. The only bit of regulation you have to take care is the payment should exceed 50%. And then we had set ourselves 30% on the construction side. So it's much to choose from, and given the Dubai Holding, the projects, the number of projects which is on ground, it is much more to choose from.
Why are you doing this? What's the issue that you are looking to tackle here for a developer in general?
I guess, we are not solving a clear problem statement here, because if you look at the brand that DHRE has, I mean, the property sales in any case, but what it does, it gives, it exposes a different kind of a target segment who will not get into a property showcasing event if their mortgage is not tied up, right? So not many are professional investors that they have the money pot available for investing. But for the people who are first time, second time, and they want to tie up, this is a good news.
So for those who might be a little bit more hesitant about going into the off-plan sector, they want a bit more certainty, this is what you're giving.
Absolutely.
What are you seeing happening while I've got you in the studio to mortgage lending and applications in general over the last 100 days, regardless of whether it's off-plan, regardless of whether it's ready-built, regardless of who's behind it? What's happening to the rate of mortgage applications that are coming across the desk at CBD?
Got you. I'll focus on the mortgage application because some of the off-plan may have the cash buyer themselves. So initially, if event of this magnitude happen in any country, you will expect the mortgage volume plummeting. You will see the unit sales plummeting. None of it happened. None of this happened to that magnitude that people expected. So if I just give you a number, the mortgage application probably down 30% from the peak. The number of units that we have financed also down 30%. What it means that there's a lot of resilience in the system, there's a lot of stability in the system, but it also means that a lot of people may not take decisions just yet. So the decision cycle will get longer, but that is how this kind of partnership evolves and give variety of choices to the customer.
Are you, again, in general, tightening any of your own lending criteria, revaluing even properties for refinancing? What about things on your end?
So nothing in particular. So bank like CBD, we haven't done a massive course correction, but risk management is an ongoing thing. It's a dynamic thing. We keep looking at all point in time, but nothing specific to do. But what it does imply that some of the valuation or kind of correct itself. That real estate is anyways a cyclical business, and some pockets and some kind of units may correct, but that's something that reflects in valuation itself. So we don't need to do anything extra.
While I have got you as well, and we are talking about new products coming out from CBD, you've got a new gold-denominated loan for the jewellery and precious metals sector. We've been talking a lot, even pre-conflict, about a lot of record highs for the yellow metal. Why are you coming in and doing this? What does it give the jewellery sector?
Yeah, so, this is not a financing which is new to the country. But the method of financing keeps changing. So for example, some institution might be comfortable lending against physical gold or lending for the physical gold. Some banks might be comfortable at RFID, which is the barcoded jewelry at the retail shop. That path we chose is why don't we lend digitally? So why don't you lend this in XAU? So it kind of takes the logistics burden away from the customer at the bank. I'm not the expert in this segment, but that is what we have been trying to do.
Thank you so much for joining us this morning. We appreciate your time. Diraj Kunwar, General Manager for Retail and Business Banking at CBD, giving us a snapshot of the mortgage market overall and that new product, that new tie-up with Dubai Holding Real Estate, which will allow people to have a bit of certainty when moving into the off-plan market. We appreciate your time.
Thank you so much, Brandy.
Right, let's look at our roads.
Dubai Eye 103.8